Hello everybody, Julie here from Ohio. Um, just want to say hi, and I have a couple of things to show you today. I was lucky enough to have been in an exchange with Rhonda Caskey. She has a lot of videos up on YouTube and very, very creative. And I was really blessed when she came to my rescue when I lost my exchange partner, or swap partner, for the paperclip swap from Journal Junkies. And she sent me the most adorable things, including this little folder, which I'm going to talk about in a little bit. But first, I just have to show you what she sent me. This one thing is this darling little embellished envelope here. And I believe she had some cute little clip on it. A lot of this has been played with, so it's not all completely together the way she sent it. Tea dyed beautifully. This little clip is so cute, and it has some lace and some eyelash coming off the bottom, some eyelash yarn, and there's a butterfly underneath, and the little flower with a pearl in the middle, and that is so sweet. And it would clip on, I believe, like that at the top of your page. So it would be like that. And this little one here, this clip here, would go sideways onto a page. And there's many layers to this. She has a little tiny music paper here and some more here. So it's a musical journey. And a cute little bird and a little piece of lace down in there and more pearls. Love that. And here is a really, really fun one. If you don't shine, you're just dull. And I can go along with that. That makes sense. And there are many layers here. She's really put a lot of work in this, layer after layer. She's done some watercolor on top of a book page that was probably gessoed. And little jewels and this cute little ballerina ostrich. Now that is a funny combination of things, but boy is she cute. Choose to shine. This one I really love. It has this extra little piece coming down, a little sign hanging on safety pins, and it's kind of steampunk. Really, really cute. And a lot of layering done here underneath the stamp, and then the enameling of the, you know what I mean, the enameling powder that you heat with the heat gun. Yeah, you know what that is. So, and this says, greatness is made up of little things. Just darling, of course, with the paper clip on the back. And this little seed packet, I believe, with lots of sewing around it. I do love sewing, and she does a lot of that. And some pearls, paper clip, and this little one is embellished with lace underneath this, tiny little stitches on the sewing, and a cute little crown, another little flower with the pearl on it. And this card underneath this paper has gold leaves all over it, little floral. Really, really sweet. See it here. Very, very sweet. Love it. And then this little bag was part of her extras, and a little guest check in it. Really cute. And it looks like she's put the matte gel on top of here, perhaps the clear gesso, which is really handy too. Clear gesso you can write on, and the matte gel is hard to write on, so that's the difference between using those two. Really, really great, and I thank you, Rhonda, for that. Now this, let me tell you, what she's made here is just so unique. It's out of an old book, and it's a little folder, and I believe she had something in here when I first got it. such a creative design, and I couldn't figure out how she did it. I had a friend over that day, Robin Stifler and Jenny C. We were doing some crafting, so Robin decided she was going to figure it out, and she did. And this was my attempt, and it was pretty bad. But still, you get the idea, and it would work this way. Even though it wasn't exactly like hers, it has the potential to become something interesting. Doesn't have to be like the original. But Rhonda, if you're listening, and I hope you are, here's an idea for a video. Show us how to do this so that I don't have to fluster my way through it every time. So that design is what I used to make this little Faith folder birthday card for my granddaughter who lives out in Missouri. And so this has got to get out today. Her birthday's in, I think, 3 days. So I'm going to really quickly show this to you and then run to the post office. So this little fold here, or little opening, little pocket, I put this tag and I wrote happy birthday to her. It's a little Faith folder for you. Love, Grandma. And this one has one of many of these little posters that I found, I think either on Etsy, perhaps Pinterest in the printables. I wish I could tell you where, but it's so sweet, and they're little scriptures, and then they give you the reference. I printed this so small you can hardly tell that says Joshua? No, that's Psalms. Of course it is. Anyway, and then put this little Faith sticker there. So that's in there. And then a little crocheted doily here. And God is in her, she will not fail. Psalms 45. And then here is a little tag stuck in this folder pocket that she can write on. She can write her favorite scripture or prayer, and that goes down in there. And in here, here's another little thing she can journal on or put a prayer or a scripture. And then this goes in here, right there. But let me show you, this has all sorts of stuff on it. The base for it is the hanging card that comes with a gift card. This one happened to be City Barbecue, I believe. And there's a little bit of the writing from their in here too. Some of the City Barbecue writing is showing through. So I covered it with a tea bag, kind of camouflage that a little bit, and then put on lace in 3 of the little posters. And this is a couple of little flowers that I punched out of an old paper bag that someone gave me. Well, that turned out, I think, kind of interesting. And put the staples in the form of a cross there. I tried, and I think that was a fun little touch. Then this side is another cluster that has a little pocket here to say happy birthday again, and then there's a little the truth will set you free from John, and that's in there. This paper, I don't know where I got it, many years ago, and it was just so perfect, and the colors went nicely with this too, I thought. So that gets stuck in here and goes all the way in, I hope. There we go. This is another cluster. You know, I just love doing clusters. Here's one here. And so many videos are made about making clusters. You just start stacking fun things on top of each other. Whatever's laying on your on the top of your desk or sitting in the boxes that you have leftover stash, and then you just put them all together. And so that's the idea of a cluster. And this is one here. This base is the packaging from Scotch tape, and I pulled off the tape, of course, and cleaned off the plastic, and this is the shape of it right here. And I just started sticking stuff on it. And this little poster, I will never leave you or forsake you, from Hebrews. And another little smaller cluster. And some fun little ropey string, because this is kind of a grungy one here. Washi tape there, because I had something else glued here and it got all messy and it was all sticky and nasty under there, so I stuck some washi tape on top, and I think it looks like I meant to do it. Down the back, this is part of the paper, this dream, that's all part of the scrapbook paper itself. And then this is something I printed on vellum on my printer, and then cut it out and put it on here with matte gel medium, the thinner one, not the thick one, and underneath and then on top. I could have perhaps used the gesso clear, like I was explaining. Gesso clear is good if you're going to be writing on it, and the matte gel doesn't take to writing with pencil very well. So it's so good to know the difference in when you're going to be using it, whether to use matte gel or the gesso, which is a little bit of a rougher and has more tooth to it. And then, of course, my sewing, I had a new sewing machine, and it was getting started, or I was learning how to, the tension was all wacko. And look at this. Isn't that fun? I just love happy accidents. So it got better. See, it got better. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope maybe you enjoyed it. I'm going to have to run out to the post office now, so if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and I would love to hear your comments. Oh, as long as they're good, of course. So, bye-bye. Take care.